gentlemen, welcome back to the last video of episode 102. We're talking indie news. We got a lot to talk about, so we're just going to jump right into it.
So many results, your ears will bleed.
So many results.
Your ears are going to bleed.
We're starting off with...
Disclaimer, we take no responsibility for bleeding ears.
We don't. We're going to talk about Super Juniors matches.
Or death by results-related causes.
Is that a thing? This might be the first time. You might be the first case.
That's why we put a disclaimer in case we are the first case. In case we are the first case. And you end up being put in a case.
Oh. And we're sorry. So over the week, we had more Super Juniors matches.
That's admits fault.
Okay. From New Japan. So on Monday, this was from the Nagata Tsubame Civic Gymnasium.
Yeah, that's right. These are all like gymnasium shows.
So we had Matt Sydal defeat Bushi. We had Gato defeat Kyle O'Reilly. We had David Finlay defeat Ryusuke Taguchi. Oh, no, I did those last two wrong. We had Kyle O'Reilly defeat Gato. Ryusuke Taguchi defeat David Finlay. And then Rocky Romero defeated Kushida.
Oh, man, I was all excited that Finlay got a point.
Yeah, well, I think he's got another match here pretty soon, so he might get another one. Then on Tuesday, from the Yamagata Yanazawa Municipal Gymnasium, also, we had Volador Jr. Defeat Tiger Mask, which that match, along with a couple other matches during the week, if you go to the Rundown Facebook, there's a good chance you can watch 3 of them. Volador Jr. versus Tiger Mask, Ricochet versus Will Ospreay, and Jushin Liger versus someone else. I can't remember. I think that might also be against Volador Jr. So yeah, check those out. But we had Jushin Thunder Liger defeat Chase Owens. We had Ricochet defeat Bobby Fish, and we had Trent Beretta defeat Will Ospreay. Then on Wednesday, from the Iwate Ichinoseki General Gymnasium, U-Dome, we had Matt Sydal defeat Gato.
U-Dome?
We had Kyle O'Reilly defeat Bushi. We had Kushida defeat David Finlay. And we had Ryusuke Taguchi defeat Rocky Romero. Then on Friday, this one was from Korakuen Hall. Korakuen Hall seems to be their Friday show. You can probably pack a lot more people in Korakuen Hall than you can in a gymnasium. Friday seems to be their Korakuen Hall show. So from Korakuen Hall, we had Tiger Mask defeat Chase Owens. We had Bobby Fish defeat Beretta. We had Volador Jr. defeat Jushin Thunder Liger. That's one of the matches you can watch on there. And then we had Will Ospreay defeat Ricochet. This match is fantastic, and it actually goes into a news story that I'm going to be talking about in just a second. But for results, I'm going to kick it over to you because you got a ton of weekend stuff.
Yeah, we got a lot more going on, or had a lot more going on.
Yeah, there was a lot going on.
Weekend. We're going to start off with Friday as well. The AIW's yearly spectacular event, 2 days long, the JT Lightning Invitational Tournament 2016 was on Friday. We had all the first round matches, all 12 of them packed up. We had Lewis Linden defeat Cheech, Cedric Alexander defeated Veda Scott, Tim Donst defeated Little Guido, BJ Whitmer defeated Candice LeRae, Dan Severn defeated Colin Delaney, Billy Gunn defeated Brian Myers, DJ Z defeated Laredo Kid, Colt Cabana defeated Homicide, Alex Daniels defeated Britt Baker, Hot Sauce Tracy Williams defeated Dominic Guarini, Raymond Rowe defeated Big Damien O'Connor. That's Damo.
I saw a couple shots from that match. Those two look like they beat the crap out of each other.
And Josh Alexander defeated Johnny Gargano.
Wow.
And then we're going to go across the pond for the first of 4 Aniversario celebratory events in the UK with Chikara.
Chikara!
Aniversario catching fire. This was in Birmingham. There was a couple of Fight Pro opening matches on all these shows. I'm not going to cover them. You can figure it out for yourself. Because this is just the Chikara stuff going on.
About Chikara.
In the opening match, we had Juke Joint, Lucas Calhoun defeat The Office, Stewie Scrivens. The Batarian Frightmare defeated Team NRG and Heidi Lovelace. Ophidian defeated Mark Andrews. That was the replacement for Zack Sabre Jr., who was injured. That got Ophidian his 3rd point towards title contention. Fire Ant defeated Hermit Crab. Drew Gulak defeated Officer Warren Barksdale. And in the main event, Kimberly and Eddie Kingston defeated Icarus and Hollow Wicked.
Ooh.
And then they had an encore match in which Chuck Taylor, TM, defeated
The black one.
Mr. Azerbaijan.
Oh, cool. I like that Chuck Taylor. Just because I don't like Mr. Azerbaijan.
And then on Saturday the 28th, we had two shows coming to you from AIW. They opened up with the Back to the Future Cup,
Yes.
highlighting all their student people, the trainees who are coming up through the ranks. We had Brian Carson defeat Space Monkey. Frankie Flynn defeated Kaplan. Dr. Daniel C. Rockingham defeated Dominic Guarini. And Joshua Singh defeated Garrison King in a match that rhymes.
Yes.
We also made mention that Weird World was going to be in action on this card. They were defeated by their mystery opponents, Brian Myers and Swoggle.
Nice.
Then we also had Big Damian O'Connor defeat the Laredo Kid. And then in the main event, the four-way finals, Frankie Flynn would defeat Joshua Singh, Daniel C. Rockingham, and Brian Carson. So he gets to pick the match of his choice for Absolution, which happens in a few months.
Very cool.
Then we finished out the JT Lightning Invitational tournament with the 3 second-round four-way matches.
Yes.
One fall to a finish, where Josh Alexander defeated Billy Gunn, BJ Whitmer, and Colt Cabana.
Wow.
Raymond Rowe defeated Dan the Beast Severn, Tim Donson, Hot Sauce Tracy Williams, and Alex Daniels defeated Cedric Alexander, DJ Z, and Lewis Linden.
Nice.
So they move on to the main event for an elimination three-way match. To kill some time, though, we had Brian Myers and Swoggle defeat Little Guido and Big Mo Graziano. We had Josh Prohibition defeat Eric Ryan. Candice LeRae and Johnny Gargano defeated Gregory Iron and Veda Scott. In a non-title match, Ethan Page defeated Homicide. And in the main event, Josh Alexander became the winner of the JT Lightning Invitational Tournament by defeating Raymond Rowe and Alex Daniels.
What a way to come out of retirement.
Yeah. And then back over to the UK for more Chikara Aniversario Chamber of Secrets. We open up with NRG versus the Gentlemen's Club,
Oh, yes.
being represented by Drew Gulak and Hardwood Rich Mahogany. NRG would take the win on that one. No, Ophidian got 2 points after the last one when he beat Mark Andrews, because Ophidian would defeat Hermit Crab and get his third point.
Okay. Gotcha.
Icarus defeated Juke Joint Lucas Calhoun. Eddie Kingston defeated Chuck Taylor TM. The Patiri and the Nightmare Warriors, Hollow Wicked and Frightmare, would defeat the Colony, Fire Ant, Soldier Ant, Heidi Lovelace, and Princess Kimberly.
Ooh.
And in the main event, after 8 rounds of 3 minutes World of Sport rules,
the big one.
it was a 1-1 draw
No
between
friggin' way.
Mike Quackenbush and Johnny Kidd.
What?
So who knows what's going to come out of that?
Rematch. Rematch. Do a rematch. Come on, do a rematch.
And that was it for the 28th. And on the 29th, we had not one, but 2 shows from Beyond Wrestling.
What?
They opened up with C5, which was the benefit slash the charity show for technically not charity, but the fundraising show for Brandon Watts to pay his medical bills
from milk chocolate
from messing up his neck pretty bad. We had the Hoods defeat Dave Cole and Anthony Stone in a Falls Count Anywhere tag team match. Xavier Bell defeated Connor Claxton. Massage NV defeated the Cam Ann Connection. Chuck Cold Steel O'Neil defeated Brian Fury. Matt Riddle defeated Tommaso Ciampa via DQ, technically, because during this match, Chuck O'Neil came out and attacked Matt Riddle.
Okay.
They fought enough that everyone had to come out from the back and split them up.
All right.
Mephisto defeated Jordan Grace. Hot Sauce Tracy Williams defeated Sugar D, and he was none too happy about this and cut a negative promo against the audience. Perhaps maybe he's turning heel or leaving Beyond Wrestling. But apparently, I guess after some spot, the crowd chanted one more time. That was a move that happened to him, and he said, you guys, if you guys want to see me get beat up, then, F you.
Good heel turn.
Yeah. In a grudge match, David Starr and Joey Janela went to a double countout as they fought throughout the arena, not being able to be contained between the ropes. The Crusade for Change defeated Team NYWC, and in the main event, Jonathan Gresham defeated John Silver.
All right.
And then they went to the regular Beyond show, Gigantic.
Hoss fight.
Yeah, we opened up with Chaka defeating AR Fox. We had Johnny Cockstrong defeat Space Monkey. We had the Women's Wrestling Revolution showcase match where Veda Scott would defeat Alexis. The Hit Squad's open challenge was answered by Tabernacle the Team. The Hit Squad would win that one. Homicide defeated Pinky Sanchez. Team EYFBO defeated the Monster Mafia. Donovan Dijak defeated Keith Lee. Jeff Cobb would defeat JT Dunn. And Chris Dickinson defeated Big Damo Counter.
Not a good week for Damo. He won 1 out of his 3 matches. Or no, I guess he was 50%.
Yeah, something like that.
He won 2 out of 3 at AIW, and then...
No. He's 1 and 2.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
That's all right, though. He's a big lad. He's got a lot more coming to him, I think. Then I'm going to wrap things up on the 29th with Chikara's 3rd Aniversario event.
Again!
Which is Aniversario, the Two Towers. Because I can't give you the results for A Lost World because it hasn't happened yet.
Well, it's true. That might be a special video in episode 103.
Yeah, or maybe just a precursor to Raw. It depends on how good Raw is, I think. We opened up with Heidi Lovelace defeating Juke Joint Lucas Calhoun. And then we had Top Shelf Slim Perkins defeat Officer Warren Barksdale. We had Soldier Ant defeat Chuck Taylor TM.
Black one.
We had Eddie Kingston defeat the Hermit Crab. We had Fire Ant defeat Ophidian, knocking out his 3 points towards title contention.
Damn it!
Giving Fire Ant his 2nd point.
Alright. Fire Ant.
And then we had the team of Princess Kimberly, Los Ice Creams, and NRG defeat Hollow Wicked, Frightmare, Icarus, and the Batiri. AKA the Army of Nazmuldoon. Awesome. Check out, maybe if we can, we're going to throw some pictures up. Icarus, the Batiri, and Mike Quackenbush all sporting new awesome gear.
Yeah, Quackenbush with the pink gear, the Batiri wearing red now.
Yeah, same thing with Icarus, red and black. All
I didn't see any pictures of Icarus.
Fitting the the Nazmuldoonian theme.
Yes.
Of red, black, and white.
Nazmuldoonian.
Yeah, and so you'll get the results of A Lost World, Aniversario, as quick as we can get them to you in video form.
Absolutely.
But that's going to be it for me. You've got one more Super Juniors night.
Yes.
And Ring of Honor.
Yes. So,
take it
to
away.
Finish off Super Juniors on Sunday, the day we're shooting this, from the Osaka Municipal Central Gymnasium, once again.
Hey, that one didn't have too many hard words in it.
No. We had 4 more Super Juniors matches. We had David Finlay defeat Gato. There you go.
Woo! Yeah, young guy beat the old man.
We had Bushi defeat Rocky Romero. We had Matt Sydal defeat Kyle O'Reilly. And Kushida defeated Reisuke Taguchi. So the current standings in... I'll just talk about the top contenders in each bracket. In Block A, we have Kyle O'Reilly, Reisuke Taguchi, and Matt Sydal all tied with 6. And then in Block B, we have Beretta, Liger, Ricochet, and Villador Jr. all tied with 4.
Alright, so we got 3 guys in Block A that haven't been beat yet.
Yep, and then 4 guys in Block B that have only lost once. So we got everybody's got
Block B guys.
Everybody's got
Some
points.
of these Block A guys are fucking you up.
Everybody's got points. No one has lost all of their matches yet.
So no one's at 0 anymore.
No one's at 0.
That surprises me
yeah.
because there are a lot of years where there are some people end the tournament with 0 points.
Yeah, it will not happen this year. Everyone has points currently.
Yay!
Before we head into news, I'm going to talk about Ring of Honor real quick. If you don't want to be spoiled, skip to the time below. So we're going to go through those matches real quick. I'm upset that I missed this very first match because it would have been a dream match for me, but ACH defeated Leo Rush. We had the Motor City Machine Guns. Motor City Machine Guns and Roppongi Vice ended up kind of forcing the Addiction's hand into a triple threat tag team match. And if either of the challenging teams, because the Addiction are now the ROH Tag Team Champions, taking the titles from War Machine, if either of the challenging teams got a win, they would actually get a tag team title shot at Best in the World. And the Motor City Machine Guns did that. They went on a run against Daniels and then hit a neckbreaker frog splash combo to pick up the win over one half of the tag team champions.
So we're bringing this Knights of the Red Dawn storyline kind of...
A little bit, yeah.
Seems like it's going to be kind of closing out here.
I think so. So you look forward to that tag team match. We also found out that BJ Whitmer has been stalking the wife and son of one Steve Corino.
Yeah, I saw him post a video, probably the same video clips. Showed him. He posted them on Twitter or Facebook or something.
I didn't actually see. They didn't show the video. They might have showed it before I started watching because I came into it a little bit later. But yeah, so this is all boiled down, and we will now have BJ Whitmer versus Steve Corino, possibly the best in the world, in a fight without honor.
Yeah, this is what I've been waiting for.
This is going to be intense.
All right? I mean, seriously. Have I not been pushing for this match for like 2 years now?
You've been talking about it for a while. And then in the main event, we had the Elite defeat Yoshitatsu, Michael Elgin, and Hiroshi Tanahashi in 6-man tag team action. The babyfaces looking like they're about to pick up the win, but while the ref is distracted with 4 members on the outside, Yoshitatsu gets sprayed in the eyes by the coolant spray that the Young Bucks like to carry around. Matt spraying him in the eyes. This then leads to a triple super kick that he kicks out of, but as the Young Bucks take out the other 2 members of his team, Yoshitatsu is unfortunately hit with the One-Winged Angel, and the Elite pick up the win.
Kick out of that.
Elgin did have a really cool slingshot power slam on Omega, where Omega was on the apron, and he actually launched Omega in, caught him, and then hit the power slam, which was pretty freaking cool. But next week on ROH, we will have the long-awaited falling out of the House of Truth. Jay Lethal will take on Donovan Dijak.
Oh yeah, this is another one I've been waiting for a while.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. There's lots brewing between the two of them.
Yeah.
So look forward to that. That is it for Ring of Honor. We're gonna move on to a news story. For those of you that were keeping up with the Super Juniors matches, Will Ospreay versus Ricochet was widely renowned as one of the best matches they've seen in Japan. This match was getting so much fanfare. If you've seen the match, check out our Facebook. It might still be there. The crowd is losing it through this match. It is a fantastic match. Will Ospreay cusses a lot. There's at one point he does a springboard. He says "chip chip cheerio, motherfucker," which is great. But the match was a lot of the veteran wrestlers throughout the world were a little iffy on this match, especially Vader, who took to Twitter and trashed the match, was not a fan at all. Said that this is leading to the stuff that you can't believe in wrestling, and it's ruining the what is professional wrestling. And Ricochet wasn't exactly happy about that either. He talks about how if 2 guys want to go out there and use aerial maneuvers and acrobatics to wow the crowd, then guess what? That's their way of expressing their style, saying that wrestling is art, and that's the way that they show their art. But a veteran wrestler did kind of come to the aid of the 2 guys, that being William Regal, who also posted on Twitter saying that, yeah, it's not necessarily what you'd expect from old school wrestlers. It's not what I was doing in 1983 when I started my wrestling career and all this stuff. But along the same lines as Ricochet, going out there and he's saying, you go out there, and if you can make the crowd go home happy using what you are able to do, then you have done your job. So this kind of goes back to there's a lot of wrestlers from the 80s and 90s that are like, what are these kids doing? They're moving too fast. They're not selling anything. And it kind of pisses them off because it's not what they did. But, this new crop of guys. That's what today's wrestling is. It's the fast pace. Keeping up with your opponent, and it's more athletic than it was way back when.
Yeah, and to an extent, I definitely agree with both sides of the story.
Absolutely.
There are merits on both sides of the argument. Yes, this is the new age where this is the in style for independent wrestling, is high spots and fast technical wrestling and whatnot. On the other hand, and I was just talking, big discussion at a seminar I was at today with Kevin Sullivan, who's an old school wrestler, as old school as they get, just about, and talks about that to an extent, yes, it's awesome if you have a high spot and it pops the crowd, and that's cool, but one of the reasons why you see so many injuries today on the roster, we've got, where we had Hideo and Claudio and Cena and, everybody all, Zayn was out and everybody's all out with these injuries. It's happening because this day and age's style is what everyone's used to.
Right.
And so when everyone's used to this go, go, go all the time, you need to keep bringing the go, 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 go. And if you, go out with this match and you tear the house down because you threw in every spot that doesn't leave you room to add anything the next go around.
Right.
And that's what, and if you keep going out there and constantly doing the same, I'm going to go out there and wrestle, and do all these spots that I know every single match, that becomes expected of you. Yeah. And if you don't do that, then the crowd's going to be like, oh, well, why didn't he do his normal stuff? And, but then you think about it, that normal stuff is like 19 different spots that could injure himself.
Right. Kind
of maneuvers. And, and a lot of it, kicking out of all these, like, really huge, top rope Hurricane Ranas and all these moves that, back 5-10 years ago would be one and done finishes.
Absolutely.
That it's like, it does kill the believability of it because, why do you have a finishing move if somebody's going to kick out of it 2 or 3 times during a match? Or, why do you have a finishing move if during the match, before you do your finishing move, you're going to do 2 or 3 high spots that are even bigger moves than your own finishing move?
Yeah.
So there's merits on both sides, but
and
everyone's gonna have an opinion.
Yeah, and the good thing about the Super Juniors is that you get to see different people work against different people every single time.
Yeah.
And so it allows these wrestlers who, Will Ospreay and Ricochet are fantastic high flyers, but they're also very gifted technical wrestlers, and they get to show that off as well. So I understand why people are attacking this one match, but for them to attack this one match, not necessarily seeing what other matches these guys are capable of, it's everyone's gonna have their opinion. I enjoyed the match. If it's on our Facebook, check it out. You might enjoy it too. But that is it for news. We're gonna talk about upcoming shows. What day is your upcoming show?
I've got one on the 3rd.
All right. Well, I will go ahead and hit my Super Juniors matches, and then we'll finish off with your show. So.
You know what? I'm just going to get my show out of the way.
All right, do it.
Real quick. It's on the 3rd. It's Attack Pro, and they're back in there.
First time.
It's our first time covering Attack Pro Wrestling. It's Press Start 4, and they're heading back to their hometown in Cardiff, Wales.
All right.
Their home turf, I meant to say. But I wasn't able to find any announced matches, which is why I'm getting this out of the way, because you actually have matches
Fair
that
enough.
you can talk about. But, expect to get the results, at least, for what could turn out to be an extremely entertaining event.
Absolutely. Yeah, we've seen clips from Attack Pro. They're, they got some good comedy stuff. They got some...
They got Team and King of Trios.
Yeah, they have fantastic wrestlers, so I'm sure we'll enjoy what they have to offer.
Guys like Mandrews.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right, let's talk about what we can expect this week from the Best of the Super Juniors tournament. So, on Monday the 30th, this is from the Totori Nogo Convention Center. Big Ship in big capital letters. Not sure why. We have Beretta taking
Big
on
Ship, man.
We have Beretta taking on Chase Owens. We have Tiger Mask taking on Will Ospreay. Bobby Fish versus Volador Jr. and Jushin Thunder Liger versus Ricochet. Then on Tuesday, from the Hiroshima Green Arena, we have Ryosuke Taguchi taking on Kyle O'Reilly, Kushida versus Gato, Matt Sydal versus Rocky Romero, and David Finlay versus Bushi. Then on Thursday, from the Aichi Nagoya Congress Center Event Hall.
No more gymnasiums. Now we're getting convention centers and event halls. Let's take a step up from gymnasiums.
They're working their way up. We have Ricochet versus Beretta. We have Bobby Fish versus Will Ospreay. Jushin Thunder Liger versus Tiger Mask. And Volador Jr. versus Chase Owens. Then on Friday, back at Korakuen Hall, we have Kushida versus Matt Sydal. Ryosuke Taguchi versus Bushi. We have Rocky Romero versus Gato. David Finlay versus Kyle O'Reilly. Then on Sunday, from the Gunma New Sunpaya Takazaski.
Bless you.
Thank you. We have Ricochet.
Is this a gymnasium or
No, that's it.
Hall? Oh, no name.
Gunma New Sunpaya Takasaki. That's it. There's nothing else after that.
Alright.
We have Ricochet versus Volador Jr., Bobby Fish versus Chase Owens, Jushin Thunder Liger versus Will Ospreay, and Tiger Mask versus Beretta.
Oh, wow.
So, lots more stuff coming from Best of the Super Juniors. We got our first show from Attack Pro. Those will be results next week on Indie News. But so far, actually, as of now, that's it for this Indie News. So, thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe.
Be sure to share the video. Share it with your friends if you didn't like it. Share it with your enemies if you don't want to watch us. Check out the links down in the description because we have a podcast style and you can get updates for that from all of our different social medias also down there.
All those links are in the description.
But above that are all of the other links that are way more important because we're talking about indie wrestling. We support indie wrestling.
Yeah.
And so we have a bunch of indie wrestling websites down there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we have like ROH Wrestling.
Oh, what about ChikaraPro.com?
Yeah, we now have Attack Pro.
Yeah, that's attackpro.co.uk.
Yeah.
WWNlive.com, CZWrestling.com.
LookMonoFans.com, and a ton more.
Yeah, lots.
So if you want to add your favorite indie promotion, be sure to get a hold of us through the comments down below, through any of our social medias, through our
tweet at us,
our emails,
Facebook us,
however you want to
email
do
us, snail mail us.
We don't have an address for that yet.
Telepathically message us.
That'd be cool. I saw X-Men last night. That'd be
pigeon, carrier pigeon.
They still do that? Still do that?
I'm sure.
If
Somebody.
you do that, do it. Because that'd be news.
You have to train the pigeon where to go.
Oh, shit. Well, regardless, let us know your favorite place. Give us websites, Facebooks, Twitters, YouTubes, anything. Let us know what your favorite place is, and we will start talking about
Message
them.
in a bottle.
Message in a bottle. Sorry. We want to know what your favorite is. We want to add it to the list, so let us know. Send us some matches, send us some info, and we will be sure to add them. But for all of our other videos, check out the playlist because we have Extreme Rules review, we have the Raw review, we have the midweek, we have the SmackDown, we have the Indie, we have all of the stuff. And next week,
we're doing it all again.
Doing it all again, except for the Extreme Rules, because that already happened. We're not going to do that one again.
Oh, we're not?
No, we're heading to Money in the Bank. We're done with Extreme Rules.
I was hoping we just reviewed that again.
Just every week, you're going to get Extreme Rules review. No, we're heading into Money in the Bank.
We're just going to do it in Spanish this time.
Pretty soon, we're going to be... I think, actually, we'll have some slight predictions for TakeOver, which will be a week from this Wednesday. So be sure to check that out. That'll be after our NXT review and our midweek wrap-up. But yeah, all of our usual stuff. Check it all out. Check out our new channel where all new videos are being posted. We're going to get some edited and up here pretty soon. Lots of stuff going on. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
And we'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next.
Fuck results.
That's a lot of them.
There's a whole lot.
You gonna fuck them all?
No. Maybe. Yeah, nah. No, I'm just kidding. Results are alright.
Fuck Jim Cornette.
Yeah, that douchebag.